say that there have been no efforts to rid communities largely affected by the post-election violence of mutual animosity would be far from the truth. These are among 928 neighborhood volunteers that for the last few months have been moving from door to door in 21 districts that were hotspots in the violence that rocked the country. Theirs is a tough job. Picked from the heart of the warring communities, some of them had occupied houses left behind by fleeing families in Mathare and Kibera. Others are those who were in the front line of the battle, but now reformed and on a mission to ensure that the happenings of the 2007 post-election violence remains history. On this day, the group is on a field visit to Mama Esther Borir, one of those affected by the violence between residents of Sotik and Borabu. Although she says she has forgiven her aggressors, the painful experiences she went through are still engraved in her memory.
Ilikuwa mbaya. Kwanza unajua tulipoteza mimba kwa mama kabisa. Kwa sababu wanafika mimba wanatoka. Tukisema future hakuna kabisa watoto. Kwa sababu huwezi kuta mtu ako na mimba sasa. Kwa hiyo uchungu aliingia ilikuwa mbaya kabisa.
For months, she says she could not bear the sight of her immediate door neighbor, whom she believes was among those who attacked her. And for the neighborhood volunteers to bring them together, it took much more than just talking to them.
Tukasikia siku nyingine mkutano yuko huko Kamuguja hatukwenda kabisa kwa sababu tulikuwa imekuwa adui kwa adui.
The authorities on the ground and the volunteers more often than not found themselves alone in such peace meetings, but they didn't give up.
Siku moja alikutanisha sisi kabisa. Tukaanza kukaa lakini si sana kwa sababu mara ya kwanza, mara ya pili, mara ya tatu tukakutana. Hapo sasa damu inakuja kabisa pole pole.
She is one of the few optimists. Kwani kwamba hii amani itadumu?
Itadumu. Kwa sababu tumeona watu wanakuja kuongelesha sisi.
Unawashuku majirani zako kwamba wanaweza kushambulia masu kama hiyo?
Sahi. Sahi kweli taweza ingia tena? Tunaona urafiki umeingia sahi.
The group moves on to yet another home, that of Mzee Maseses. He grazes his 2 cows, one that he was given by his neighbor after his other 7 were stolen in the violence. But all that is history, he says. He is now the chair of a self-help group with his believed assailants, which he says is helping a lot to keep the friendship.
If we can be together in groups and then we put tuweke miradi ya mipango mirefu ile ya kuwa sustainable. Sasa watu wataweza kuja angalia na kuona tukianza kuharibu amani mahali yetu itaribikia pande nyingine.
It's efforts such as this that will go a long way in creating a difference in the communities, but only if politicians also take up their responsibilities and desist from inciting communities against each other just to gain political mileage.
This is one of the best ways to reach the people on the ground, because you are working with people that are selected from within the community itself, within the neighborhoods that have been affected.
But despite the optimism expressed by the likes of Mama Esther and Mzee Masese, there still are many more who still have fears that with the incitement of politicians, the peace may just be for a while.
Nasikia viongozi wetu wanagombana kidogo, watu hapa chini wanaanza kufikiria vibaya, lakini viongozi wakikaa vizuri, nafikiri watu watakaa vizuri.
Mungu wangu akinichochea nitamkataza, maana yale nimeona na yale mateso ile nimepoteseka siwezi kubali na siwezi shiriki kama.
I'm on the Sotik-Borabu border, one that has been a source of conflict for years now. And although many residents are slowly rebuilding their lives, many fear that the peace and tranquility they are experiencing now is just on the face value. That is, if the deep-rooted issues are not addressed. Esther Kahumbi, KTN, Sotik-Borabu border.